Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I hope you're as sunshiny as ever as these sunflowers, and as sunshiny as Justin Bieber is coming across. This is literally hot off the press, hot off of his Instagram, literally 11 hours ago, according to the snapshot that I just took of the recording of this video. So let's hop right into what Justin Bieber has to say on his Instagram story. It's so beautiful. I'm just so excited. Okay. He says, "It's time to grow up. Changing is about letting go." It's time to grow up. Changing is about letting go, not trying harder. Are you tired of trying to follow all of the rules in hopes to get the results you crave? I found love to be more powerful than rules. I've tried to follow the rules. I'm not good at it, but you do not need to follow the rules to enter the life of love. You just receive. So enter love living. God always grants us love. It's one of his promises. Upon receiving God's love, you start to change. You start following love. You don't work to mature. You let go to mature. Today, I'm letting go and remembering the weight isn't on me to change. The weight is on God. So I give all of my insecurities and my fears to him this morning because I know he gladly takes it, asking Jesus to genuinely help me with simply the next step today. Wow, Justin Beeves. What I have to say about this is, if we just think about energy and love, this is a very good, pure message. Energy is all about love. Love makes the world go around, literally. Love is all about that harmony, all about the balance, all about really, truly you don't even have to understand each other. It's about a mutual respect and to understand that everybody has their own differences, which is exactly why he said you don't have to follow the rules. You don't have to conform. All you have to do is just be love. And love is light. And if you are light, you will attract positivity, that good energy. So because of that, he is preaching such a beautiful, positive message. Yes, Justin, you got it. You came out your Saturn return very well changed and transformed. So because of that, I just have to again read on Justin Bieber. Now, can we talk about where maybe I'm missing it? Maybe he posts these pictures on his story, but apparently Justin Bieber is getting some backlash for posting risque or racy photos of his wife, who literally, when I look to her Instagram account, she posted herself in those same exact pictures. In that same exact outfit. So I'm not sure. And it was Valentine's Day. It was Valentine's Day. He was showing off his life. There was nothing risque about it. Okay. That's why I said maybe it's just me and I just saw the wrong pictures. But if that's what people were giving him backlash on, I don't see what was so, oh my God, you're exposing your wife. I did not get that. All I got is just Hailey Beeve looking cute for her man on Valentine's Day and got a little at the end of the day, if you know what I mean. So I didn't see anything. But with that being said, let's just see. He's supporting his wife. Went to her road pop-up event or launch event. So he is really trying to be present in his life and is all about that love. So Justin Bieber, oh, that was okay. Justin Bieber, okay. That one flashed itself at me, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that was the Temperance card. If I could just get all these other cards in here. Okay, there we go. No, actually, it's the Daughter of Cups, which usually represents the Page of Cups. Oh, glare. Which is honestly a good fitting card. Hold up. I will put Mama Crone's Oracle cards right here because I will pick them up and use them. So let's see what is above Justin Bieber's head at this very moment, because I really want to check in on Justin Bieber and see what is going on with him in this present moment that made him feel inspired to share this very motivational post on his Instagram. Yes. Judgment right above his head. I like that. I like that. He is thinking, ooh, what is below him? Oh, yes, even better. The high priestess. Yes. Okay. Okay. Father of Wands. Oh, the hangman. Oh my God. He's got a whole lot of major arcana cards around him. He is really going through and reflecting. Let's not talk about the another cycle of unfollowing sprees that he just recently had and who he's recently unfollowed too on top of that. But let's see. The Four of Cups in his fears. Interesting. His hopes is the Moon card. I like that. That goes very hand in hand with the High Priestess and Judgment right here. And even the Hangman, honestly, that is all encapsulated in the Moon. It's all about doing that soul search, that inner work, that where that High Priestess lets you enter and gives you access to. Let's see. Friends, family, loved ones. How do they feel about him? The Ace of Pentacles. They feel like he's on a new beginning. I like that. And his outcome card. The Two of Swords. That is very interesting. I think that's actually fitting. So what do I see here for Justin Bieber? He himself in this very moment is the Daughter of Cups. And I want to, usually it's the Page of Cups. It is the Page of Cups. However, I want to look at the female aspect, the feminine energy of this all, especially the feminine energy of cups. Now, it's not quite the queen, it's the page. So it's still in the infancy stage and it hasn't quite developed into the queen. It's still like princess in training. So because of that, this represents, and the cups is all about your emotions and how you feel, hint, Moon card. And because of that, he shared this post. And like he said, he was like, today I am asking, today I am releasing. I feel a burden lifted off of my shoulder. And all I am asking is just help moving forward. That's exactly, need help evolving from this day forward. I've chosen to make a change in my life, and now it's time to grow into that change. And that's exactly what this Daughter of Cups represents, or the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups. Somebody who's in their infancy stage, still in that awkward phase, trying to get their footing, trying to understand their emotions. But the feminine aspect, which is really important, is all about being receptive, being able to receive, being able to deal with those emotions and able to repurpose those emotions, which is why I kind of thought it was temperance, because I saw this rainbow here, which symbolized that light energy that I was talking about radiating out that love, that positive energy, that lights. We are light beings. I'm sorry. I felt inspired to read on Justin Bieber. And so this is just a message out there for anybody, as I try to say in every video. This could be for you, anybody out there that relates. However, celebrities are just a way for us to have not an understanding, but a role model, if you would say, of knowing that everybody goes through something and that not everybody is alone in something. Everybody has somebody that can relate to their problem. And Justin Bieber might just be that for you who is watching this video, that is feeling this sort of way where you're finally letting go and letting God take it, or the way I would like to phrase it, let it go and let the universe take it, and allowing it to just, there's just some things in life you just cannot have control over. And I think Justin Bieber has came to that realization, and why he thought he had that control was because he was following those rules. And if you follow the rules and you're just like everybody else following down that assembly line where you don't step or stray away, you can't go wrong. You're in the box. You're exactly where they want you to be. So therefore you are being controlled by outside forces. However, if you take the control within yourself and know that you have yourself, and you just operate in love energy, if you operate in positive energy, if you operate in unconditional love, this is literally what this whole world is all about. Trying to love everybody, all their differences, all their imperfections, all their brokenness. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody deserves love. And because of that, just because somebody might like a little birdie have a broken wing doesn't mean that they have to be treated any differently than anybody else. And if we can start to take those steps forward, like I recently saw in a post, be the change that you want to see. Instead of demanding change, you make the change that you want to see. So therefore, you are the role model that you aspire to see, and therefore other people will see you as that role model and will start to follow suit, and it will be like a domino effect, and then everybody is one world order, one world peace, one love, everything. This we're all together. We're literally all the same blood. But enough preaching here. But I think Justin Bieber is preaching through me, honestly, because this is what he's coming into, and that's exactly why he's allowing the universe or the higher energy that he believes in to take the reins. Trust that whatever this judgment is, whatever he's gone through in the past, that his past no longer defines him. Only him in this very moment that's going to be writing his future matters now. So because of that, he has the power to change. And through that, he's making a judgment call both on his life and also on his faith. He has been tested, he has been tried, and he has pulled through. And he's honestly just having this new profound faith of just like, you know what? Why try to stress myself out, give myself health conditions and health concerns and health scares by trying to do this, trying to do that, trying to please everybody, and still nobody's pleased and happy with me. So because of that, I will love on myself and have that self-love, which is exactly where this high priestess comes in at the very bottom, which represents his foundation. That high priestess, that feminine energy again. That high priestess is all about going within. It's like it's the inner you that you tap into. It's, oh, what's the best way to describe the high priestess? If you want to think of your emotions as a place where you have to enter, the high priestess is in front of that door, that entryway to get to your emotions. And you have to go through the high priestess, talk to the high priestess, and the high priestess will make a judgment, will assess if you're ready to handle something. And if you're not ready to handle it, maybe you can handle it just a little bit. The high priestess will only give you as much as you can handle. The whole point is not to overwhelm yourself, crash out. That's never the point. The point is to really go in those dark inner places and really fight some demons and really come out on the other side stronger than you did when you entered. And that's exactly where Justin Bieber is coming from. Here we have him as the Father of Wands. Now that maybe he has this new spark energy because he's had a child, a son. So because of that, he's felt the spark. Now that he's literally made a physical creation, a creation of love, really, with the wife he loves, that he truly loves, even though they have their ups and downs. Their relationship as good as he wants it to be and as they want it to be. That's why they're still working on it. But he has this new this new sense of passion, a new sense of drive to do something different with his life. Like what he was doing before wasn't working. So he had to scratch it, start back at that drawing board all over again with this infancy stage. And now that he's learning to mature, and he said that you don't grow up and mature, you mature by letting go. So as I was saying earlier, by him just letting things go, by him really taking that time to do that deep inner reflection that can be hard sometimes, really. He is taking it strong. It's like lightning striking hot like a fire, and it's a snake. And the snake is all about transformation. I knew that was going to be there somewhere. It's all about transformation. And this is a cobra at that, usually used for snake charming too, if I'm not mistaken. So at that, it is like I believe the cobra is the king snake. It is the snake. It's like the king snake of the snake kingdom. So because of that, that's the pinnacle of his energy. He feels like he's on top of the world, like he has everything, but yet there's still something within inside of him that isn't complete. So therefore, that's why he's taking a sabbatical. That's why he's in a hangman. That's why he's literally taking time out for himself. Yes, he's still posting on social media, but we don't know what inner work he's doing behind closed doors and what he's really working on with himself that we don't see. And because of that, and especially on his marriage, we don't know what he's doing with his marriage. Like we see, he's constantly having these unfollowing sprees. He's unfollowing people that A, do not serve him, B, people that are negative energy. I'm surprised of some of the people he's still following, which I didn't even actually know that he followed to begin with. But some of the people that he's still following, I question, but that's neither here nor there. But in his fears card, we have the Four of Cups, and we see a rat. Is that a rat? Yes, it's a rat. And what I see here is with this Four of Cups is definitely, there's a lot of moon and there's a lot of emotion, and this rat, like the thief of the night, underneath the moon, right underneath your noses, is running across these cups. And usually the Four of Cups symbolizes not accepting just anything. Literally, don't accept anything. Like, don't accept those 4 cups. Our rat literally ran over it. It's infested. Don't accept those cups. But that's where the fears come in. He has to see it from a different perspective. Just because it's a rat, yes, what are the beneficial, positive meanings of a rat? They're resilient, that they are adaptable, and that they are able to adjust to their environments. They are nocturnal, so therefore they're able to work best at night. They are very intelligent. They could be used as test subjects. That could be both a negative and a positive. But if you're intelligent like that, then you could definitely put that energy to use. So all those fears, if he just chooses to see it from a different perspective, and this 4 is the foundation, and to have the 4 of Cups, here we are back at the cups again. Here we are back at the cups. The only other cup, and that he himself is a cup, and what he fears is a cup. So therefore that tells me that this transformative period that he's going through, it's turbulent from the perspective that he's seeing it. He feels as though he needs to shed things. He needs to let things go. Maybe get rid of the rats, get rid of the moles in his life that serve him no good. But those fears could also be, if I let these people go, what does that mean for my reputation and where I stand in the music industry? But like he said, if he's so busy pleasing everybody else and trying to conform to these rules and play by everybody's playbook, where's the love? He's basically being a cog, a machine in the system, and he's getting tired of it. And that's where we see the moon card here and his hopes. He hopes that He will be able to tap into those emotions, really that feminine energy. This is the year of feminine energy. This is the year that everybody is really going to be doing that inner work. Like, let's be honest here. Astrologically speaking, 2020 was like just like the eye opener when we had to go in and really stay out of everybody's way and be with ourselves, confined to ourselves and what we have around us. It was hard for people. Well, now we're going to have to go through a whole nother cycle of that again. Oh my God. These Venus cycles are playing up and adding up so perfectly. Even that time had to deal with Venus too. Okay. Astrology aside, however, this is the year of feminine energy. So everybody's definitely going to be tapping into that feminine, tapping into that receptiveness, tapping into their intuition, tapping into doing that soul search and really finding themselves instead of just projecting their energy outwards, putting their energy within themselves, doing that inner work instead of pleasing everybody else. Let me please myself, learn myself, and therefore I could show up as a better person in life. And that's where Justin Bieber is hoping he can accomplish with this high priestess as his foundation and the moon as his hopes, that he will gain that entry, he will gain that insight, he will gain from this situation, this dark period it seems like he's going through, because everything is literally shrouded in the dark. The judgment, the dove is rising out of a dark area where bats are flying, and bats are nocturnal, so they are in the dark. The Father of Wands, this is dark, and then there's lightning striking in the background. The High Priestess is a moon card, and she's working in the dark. Here we go again with the bats and the Hangman. The bat's hanging in a dark cave that's surrounding him, but thankfully above his head, rising about that darkness like a sphinx rising from the ashes. Literally, this is what this card represents, is the Judgment card. That dove rising up pure, innocent, that beam of light, that beam of purity, that beam of harmony is going to rise up out of all this darkness. And then here in his fears, we still have the Four of Cups with the moon and the rat just chilling in the dark. Never saw it coming. In his hope cards, we finally are starting to get out of the darkness for just a brief moment, though. It's the moon card. The moon lives at night, besides when it lives up in the morning, but we're talking about literally here. And then we have how his friends, family, loved ones sees him as the Ace of Pentacles, which is he's embarking on a new path, a new journey in his life at this very moment. Maybe he could be doing some new things with his career. Maybe he could be doing new things with his music, doing new things with his love life. He now has a new child, so that's something new in his life. So he just has everything. He has newness, opportunity, growth, abundance around him. Everything, the plethora is at the fingertips. All he has to do is just tap into it. The energy is there. Anything he wants, literally, he can manifest and grow it, put the energy and intent into it, and be that feminine receptive energy that nurtures it to make it grow and foster. However, through this process, what we're going to see, though, which we're already seeing, is Justin Bieber with the Two of Swords as the outcome of symboling, blocking something off. Maybe he could be having an internal battle, conflict with himself, with his outer persona and his inner persona, because the eclipse is here. An eclipse is between the sun and the moon, and that could be where these two swords are fighting. Both his outer persona and his inner persona are like having a war within himself that he's trying to emerge from, like the Hangman and the Judgment talks about. And that's where this dark period could be coming through. This is where this dark period could be coming from with him, with all this uncertainty, with all the fears. And because of that, that can also keep him feeling a sense of stuck. And when you're shrouded in darkness, honestly, and you can't see like the light at the end of the tunnel, and it just feels overwhelming and almost like the Ten of Cups. I'm surprised the Ten of Cups isn't here. But when it feels like that, for real, it's just time to let it go. There just has to be a point where that energy is just going to start manifesting within inside of his body and could cause some more health concerns. However, let's see. I'm going to pull an oracle card because it was just still sitting on my table from the last time. So that being said, it would be ironic if a rat card came out, but let's see. These are Mama Crone's cards. Okay, I won't shuffle them like crazy. This card fell off, so that will be the card we will pick. Okay. And that card is... I like that. It's the house. So literally what this symbolizes for how he's feeling in this very moment and what's going on in his life, period, that inspired him to make this public announcement to share where he is internally. It has to deal with him building a structure, building a foundation that he can rely on instead of relying on everybody else, relying on himself type of foundation. It's that home. That's what a house is. A house is a home, and a home is where you feel safe, where you're in control. And a house is as much as you make it. If you want your house to be filled with love, your house will be filled with love. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And also that means a house also represents a barrier and a no access point or no entry point. A home is your sanctuary. If you don't want somebody in that space, so like I said, if you want to have a house of love, Justin Bieber, then you're going to have to cut people off, people that don't align with you, people that don't match that love, positive energy you're trying to bring into yourself and around you, Justin Bieber. If people don't align with that, then you're going to have to say, I'm sorry, you can't enter into my house and I can't walk with you. We can't be friends because your negative energy is going to draw onto me. And I already, as Justin Bieber, have issues that I've already stemmed from. We all do, but Justin Bieber just has some problems that he stems from, and negative energy just always ready to latch on. So if you really don't want to get triggered and you don't want to be brought down, you're gonna have to really put a barrier around that house and maybe have a fortress and be theatrical and be like, no entry, no go, be like the Romans. You got to bring some Trojan horse in to sneak that in, sneak that negative energy in. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Justin Bieber. I sure did. It was very inspiring. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I got to do this reading on him. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys learned something from this reading, because just because it was reading on Justin Bieber, I was preaching to somebody out there that needed this reading as well, because it's always good to have a good positive message. And also these celebrities are just a eye opener about what all of us are going through, whether we consciously or subconsciously recognize what we're all feeling in the air, whether it's all going to hit us at one point, whether we're dealing with it today or whether we're going to deal with it at the end of the year. We're all going to feel this type of energy maneuver through us. So when it comes to that, refer back to this video and some of my other videos too that talk about coming to yourself, loving yourself. Do not accept labels, like Dochi said. So that being said, all these positive good vibes, sunflowers. And I will see you guys in the next one. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed to this channel already. It would really mean a lot to us. We really appreciate it. Please and thank you. And give this video a thumbs up if you have not given it a thumbs up already. And leave your comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Sunflowers.